Hey guys, so the very first Q&A that I'm going to be doing for all of you guys. I've had a lot of you guys request on social media how I'm able to be so productive and essentially plan out my day and do the things that I do. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys questions that all of you guys have been asking. It was all about if someone else has walked the path that you're about to walk into, if someone has done what you're about to do, then it's definitely possible for you to achieve those results, no matter what industry you're in. And even in our religion, in Islam, we're taught by God to have faith in the unseen as well. Many prophets in the past, they were told to have faith. For example, like the prophet Musa, peace be upon him. When the Pharaoh was going after them, Moses, peace be upon him, he had the staff and God told him to strike it down in the river so that they could cross. He had to have belief in the unseen, that what seems impossible to mankind is possible to God. So he struck his staff in the big river. It opened up for Moses and his companions and his followers to follow through. And as Moses and his companions and his followers reached the end of the passage, Pharaoh and his army, they were all drowned in that river. Even today, if you go to Egypt, you'll see in the museums the Pharaoh. His body is still preserved to this day as a sign from God that this is what happens to the unbelievers, the mischief makers who commit sin. So one of the main components of Islam is having a good character. So when it comes to sales, you're all about seeking and getting to the truth. You need to be able to treat people the way that you want to be treated with. You'd rather be a winner in the eyes of God rather than the eyes of people. When it comes to fear, you're going to have to overcome it at some point. Rather do it sooner rather than later. You need to have the mindset to think that I couldn't give a damn what people think about me. If you have a fear of posting on social media, just take a photo of yourself and post it on social media. You have to understand why you're in a rut in the first place. Is it because you're burning out? Is it because you're overworking? Once you know that, try a few different things that will allow your mind and body to relax. So for me, what helps me is I journal every day, I meditate, I go to the sauna, steam room, I work out. So these things help my mind to be clear, helps me to have clarity, helps me to not burn out. Always be learning, always be in a state of being a student. You're never too good to learn. My most recent offer has probably been the best in terms of performance that I've been overall in my sales career. Currently it's at a 40% close rate. The way I'd prepare for an interview in a sales role, I would be going through the whole customer journey. So if I was a customer, what would I be seeing? What text messages would I be receiving after I book a call? What emails would I be receiving? Get to understand the product, the service. When it comes to your actual interview, selling my transferable skills, showing hunger, desire, enthusiasm, showing the interviewer that you're willing to go above and beyond the call of duty. I actually came across trading back when I used to do network marketing. I actually thought it was a scam. I thought that this is not real. Just because I saw a lot of scams, I labeled it as a scam. I remember I joined a couple of different masterminds and there were a few successful Forex traders. One of them was an individual by the name of Lewis. He used to be one of the coaches on Robert Kiyosaki's trading team. He was the one that actually opened my eyes to what's possible. He told me the real stuff that's out there. So that's what actually opened my eyes to trading, to actually look into it further. And then just stumbling across a couple of people on social media, I came across a trading mentor of mine who was quite successful, been trading for the last 7 years. The strategy that he teaches, it's quite easy and simple to understand. So this was around about May 2022 when I decided to look into trading a little bit more, buy a course and learn actually how it all begins. I was total beginner, didn't know anything. So there's a website called Baby Pips. It's literally the A to Z in Forex. What is a pip? What is a candle? What does a candle open look like? Fibonacci, trading hours, session pairs, currency pairs, the whole thing. So I was actually learning to trade. I remember when I was beginning, this was May of 2022. This was back then whilst I had my Airbnb business, and I was also working 2 jobs at the time. So I was learning to trade in my spare time, the little 1 to 2 hours I had. I was learning for the next 1 to 2 months and then I kind of gave up on it just because I was so busy. I just didn't have the time. This was at a time when I was living in Edinburgh. So from September 2022, I decided to take it a bit more serious. So I'd say a little over a year I've been in the trading space. So some of the lessons that I believe I've learned that's actually actually helped me with my performance when it comes to trading. So some of the things that I've recently implemented, I wish I did this a year ago, back when I first started, is having a good routine, waking up at the same time, going to sleep at the same time, even for the weekends when Forex trading sessions are not open. They only open Monday to Friday. So what's your morning routine like? For me, when I wake up, I pray Fajr in the morning. If I am able to wake up a little bit earlier, I pray the Tahajjud beforehand. After praying Fajr, I'll normally read the Quran. Then I would meditate for around 5 to 10 minutes. Then I would journal my thoughts. A few of the lessons I've learned is having patience with yourself, not putting a lot of pressure on yourself. If trading is something that you actually want to do, make sure you have another income or job that you have whilst you're learning to trade. It all comes down to the questions that you're going to be asking them on your interview, or if you can find out a bit of information like networking with the other sales reps in the companies. So the things that you want to find out is, what does a lead flow look like? How many booked calls do the sales people get on their calendars? How much are they making on a monthly basis? What's the company's monthly revenue? So these little things are things that you can do to find out, to help you in your journey of finding a good offer. If you want to become an appointment setter, one of the first things that you need to do is clean up your social media. Make your social media presentable. You want to have a good intro video. You want to have a good outreach message that you're going to be sending to influencers. I would want to be a type of person who is a lot more closer to God. After I got out of property, I was working in healthcare for a little while, and then I kind of had to find a way to get out of my hospital job so that I could stay at home and learn to trade at the same time, so that it could aid me in my journey. That's one of the reasons why I actually got into high ticket sales. So it's been a couple of months now that since I've left my job at the hospital, and now I'm pretty much trading full time and also in sales full time as well. So for me, how I choose the right trade is, I've got about 10 things of my trading checklist that I need to tick off before I enter a trade. Minimum, it has to be 7 out of 10 that I can tick off before I enter a trade. So firstly, what's the high time frame direction? Do I have DXY confluence? Is the supply and demand valid? Or are they in premium or discount region? Do they break structure? Do they sweep liquidity? Has 50% of the POI been mitigated? Is there cause for lower prices or higher prices? Where are the liquidity points? Where are the fair value gaps? So, I mean, all the niches are good, whether that's you selling mastermind offers, e-com offers, dropshipping offers, trading offers, whether that's you selling PR services, like whatever out there that you can think of, you can sell. So the way you want to think about it is like, what are my goals, and can this company or can this business actually allow me to help me with those goals? So for example, if it's a niche that you're interested in, great, go for it. But do they also have the income potential that I want to be going for? So for example, are you going to be capped at a certain income potential? Those are the two main things that you want to look out for. So one thing that I do is I actually live by my diaries. When I open my phone on a daily basis, I'll know what meetings I've got for the day, what I'm doing for the day from the moment when I wake up to the moment I sleep. I know what time I'm eating, what times I'm praying, when am I meditating, journaling. That's what's actually helped me to be consistent with my time and be productive as well. Literally, it's just by using your phone. So I don't trade every day. I probably only take 2 to 3 positions a week. Some weeks I don't even take a position. So for example, if there is a heavy news week, I probably won't even trade that week, and I'll shut off trading and I'll open my calendar fully for sales. So for example, if I'm trading and also doing sales on the same day, I'd have my charts on this laptop here. I'd be doing my sales calls on this monitor here. And in between sales calls and meetings, I'll check my calendar, I'll check the charts, see what's happened, and enter a trade if I need to. If you haven't joined the family yet, I don't know what's stopping you. Go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.